Hey everybody, Rich Lovell with the Vacaville Baseball Barn, Master Instructor with Epstein Hitting System and Online Hitting Academy. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notifications button in order to receive all future videos. So recently I was asked a question of what are some of the things that I teach during a lesson? And typically I tell people my lessons are quite a bit different from most, but three of the things that I thought about that I teach in every lesson that I emphasize: one is creating ground force, two is creating torque, and then another through just the mere presence of creating that ground force and torque as we land like this is creating, maintaining, and then releasing the lag in the swing. Or as we get into this position, this angle that releases through the ball. So ground force, absolutely needed in order to create power. It doesn't mean that you always have to have a powerful swing depending on the type of hitter you are, but if you want to create as much power as you can in your swing, you've got to create ground force. And as I've done in many videos before, it's about landing into our front foot and our heel pushing into the ground. We transfer energy from our back heel into our front heel, and that ground reaction force comes up through our body, out our hands. The other, of course, is torque. And that's two opposing forces working together to create bat speed and power. And once we're in our launch position here, I begin to push into the ground as my hips come through. My hands and upper body are staying back. And that's basically it. My hips are pointing kind of down first baseline, maybe going into a second base position. My hands are still back. And then all of this tension that I create through my core pulls my upper body through. That helps me create some bat speed there. And then the last one is creating, maintaining, and then releasing the lag. The lag that we refer to is this angle between the bat and our wrist and forearm here. And that's created as I land into my launch position, I get into this position here. From there you can see I've got this angle and I just want to maintain it. And maintaining it is by, as my sequence comes up my body and my shoulders and chest begin to turn, I'm still in this position. As I begin to get here, I release through the ball. That doesn't mean I'm consciously thinking about, oh, I'm going to release my wrist or snap my wrist. It's about just letting everything happen in the progress that you began in the launch position. So from my position here as I'm getting in my lag, this is where a lot of people get into trouble and they lose their lag by casting out, or they disconnect and then they lay the barrel off like this. Notice I have really basically no lag now, as opposed to this right here. So those are the three things that I kind of review with my students on each and every lesson, and it's through the process of making sure they're getting into the proper positions. That's the amazing thing about this. If you can get them into the right position at launch, and then through approach into contact and power V, you're going to hit those three things that I talked about: creating the maximum ground force, increasing and maintaining as much torque as you can, and then create, maintaining, and releasing the lag through the swing or through the ball. Hope that helps you out. If you have any questions, send me messages. If you have any suggestions for videos, make sure you let me know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, share it with your friends, family, and hit the notifications button so you receive future videos.